Hello, welcome everyone, and I'm so happy to be able to bring you the first update from 2023. Best wishes to each and every one of you, and I wish you a lot of happy infecting in the new year. Hopefully with the top 8 with, maybe a bit of my help. Let's pop into the list right here, shall we? Because I have a lot of things to talk about. Now, the meta hasn't really changed, although we have seen that Initiative is clearly one of the best decks in the format. The deck is everywhere, so if you're going to a tournament, well, you'd be prepared to face Delver and Initiative because, for example, in the last, what was it, the qualifier, super qualifier, 50% combined. Initiative plus Delver, 50%. So, yikes. Anyway, let's pop into the deck. I've made a lot of changes. My last list was tuned for the ELM, the European Legacy Masters. And what I've done here is my new list is actually more for a broader field, for where you I would recommend taking this list with you if you're going to a general tournament where you're not sure what your opponents are going to play. Let's go over the notable changes. First, 4 ponders, not something that I do a whole lot, but currently, the format is just so, it's becoming so much sped up, and turn 1 is becoming more and more important, especially with the Initiative deck that I used to play Sylvan Library in that slot, but that's just no longer feasible. If you need to make it to turn 2, and it's possible that if they just resolve something turn 1, it's game over. So I like Ponder right now. Also because I've gone up to, and this is a huge, it is a very, very new thing that I think I'm the first one to ever do this, playing 2 Force Negations. I just cut Spell Pierce for Force Negations. Why? Again, the format is speeding up so much. And everyone's playing Chalice of the Void with the Initiative decks, and the thing is, Force Negation is better than ever. And the thing why I've never wanted Force Negation is because you can also only counter something at the opponent's turn, right? The thing is, Chalice is it's everywhere that I'm in love right now with Force Negation. I've been trying this out just to test it, and it has very much overperformed. Force Negation, excellent. Especially with me going up to 4 ponders, 4 force, 2 force negations, 4 daisies. If you want to count something turn 1, you should be able to mulligan fairly easily towards that. So really been liking that. Let's go to the pump spell suite. I should note, you can see that I'm playing double scale ups, no more Become Immense. Why? Simply because the same reason. The format is speeding up so much that Become Immense is just too slow. You won't have the time to fill the graveyard very often. So I don't like Become Immense all that much anymore. Especially because also I just want to make it so that I don't rely on the graveyard. And Become Immense relies on the graveyard. Especially if you look to the sideboard, but I'll talk more about that in a couple of minutes. I'm playing double Rest in Peace. Let me go over that soon, but Become Immense and the Rest in Peace is really awkward together. So by just playing 2 scale ups and no longer relying on any graveyard spells, Rest in Peace becomes really, really good. I do want to note that in real life, scale up here is Embiggen. It's not on Magic Online yet, which is very unfortunate. It's actually one of the main reasons why I just... it's been forever since I've played a challenge, because, Infect is already not a tier 2 or tier 1 deck, to say the least. And if I'm not able to play with the best cards that are available to normally on Paper Magic, I don't know, it feels like if you're already playing an uphill battle and you don't get every tool that you should be able to have, it feels kind of bad. So as soon as I do print Embiggen, I'm definitely going to play challenges again. But right now, I want to play with the best cards, but, I'm not able to. Anyway, if you play a Paper Magic, 2 scale-ups should be 2 Embiggens. I'm also playing 4 Vines. So we used to play 3. I'm playing 4 right now. You just want protection spells. So many, removal spells flying around, so cheap, endings, swords. I really like having another Vines. Now this could be something else. You could perfectly play 3, and then that's 1 flex slot, maybe play Crop Rotation, Wasteland, what have you. Play what you want there. I'm playing 4, and I've been liking this currently. Sideboard, nothing too special. 4 swords, really, really good. I've tried cutting white again in the league just for seeing how that went, and it was horrible. You really need Creature Roof right now. It's just too powerful. So 4 swords, good in so many matchups. So that's why I like those. I'm also playing Meekstone again because in a combination of swords and Rest in Peace, I've been finding this combination, especially with the Meekstones and the Rest in Pieces, it's really, really good against Delver. I had a game where I was able to play Rest in Peace and Meekstone, and my opponent just I just grinded them out, which is weird to say against Delver, but that's because I was just able to attack with my agents every turn, and they had Delver, but they couldn't flip it because of Meekstone, and they couldn't cast the Murktides in their hand because of Rest in Peace. So that was pretty funny. So Meekstone, very good against Delver. You could play this against Initiative. I don't think it's worth it, but it's fine against them if you want to slow them down. 2 Flusterstorms against Combo, playing Velar Sumber against pretty much everything. Format's very blue. I've tried playing 2, it was a bit too much because very often it just doesn't do anything. So I'm happy with 2. With me playing Force Negations now, I've cut Force of Vigors altogether. You don't want too many Force effects, and I felt like Force Negation covers the same things usually as Force of Vigor does, except against against artifact-based strategies, which is why I'm playing double Seeds of Innocence. Excellent if you're playing against an artifact strategy. You just win. It wins the games on its own. Torpor Orb, very good against Initiative especially, very good. I really always want that. And also good against random other matchups like Doomsday, for example. Double Rest in Peace, best graveyard haste spell right now. Also very good against Delver, which is why I'm playing it. Especially since I've been seeing a shift towards playing 3-color Delver again with Tarmogoyfs. So it pretty much destroys all of their, well not destroys, but nullifies all of their big threats in the form of Murktide and Tarmogoyf. So then they have to rely on Delver, and you can raise Delver fairly easily. So Rest in Peace, great. Also good against Reanimator. I really like it against Reanimator because, well, again, we're playing in Force Negation, another one, turn 1 interaction spell, and Velar Summer. So you should be able to make it to turn 2 very often. And then to finish it up, my man, I'm in love with Ayani. You know I've been talking about this card for a lot. Still here, but it's only good against control and grindy based strategies, so that's why it's there. If you resolve this turn 2, I don't think I've ever lost a game against a control deck where I've had this turn 2. So great indeed. And that was my quick update. If you want to have access to a sideboard guide, I recommend checking out my Patreon because I have that on there. Otherwise, I wish you happy infecting. And as always, if you have questions, you can just put them in the commentary and I will try and respond to each and every one of them. That was it for the update. See you all soon. Bye.